Hi everyone, I'm Sophie. Last Sunday evening, I had a quick errand to run. When I went outside, I saw a few neighbors standing around, so I asked what's going on. And they said, oh, we are watching the eclipse. And indeed, there was a lunar eclipse going on. They said, oh, it's a special one because it's a blood moon. So I looked up again and yeah, the moon was kind of red color. Because I had to leave, I couldn't stay with them and watch the whole thing. But I kept thinking, I know what an eclipse is and why that happens. But what makes blood moon? So I decided to look it up online, and then I thought, why not do it here with you? So we all know why eclipse happens, right? There are two eclipses we usually see, solar eclipse and a lunar eclipse. A solar eclipse happens when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth, and the moon eclipse happens when the earth is in the middle between the sun and the moon. So let's look at what is blood moon. So I found this website, www.space.com. What is a blood moon? And it simply says, it may look spooky, but a blood moon is just a trick of the light. A blood moon happens when Earth's moon is in a total lunar eclipse. While it has no special astronomical significance, the view in the sky is striking as the usually whitish moon becomes red or ruddy brown. Lunar eclipses can only happen during a full moon, when the sun fully illuminates the surface. Usually a full moon has no eclipse because the moon orbits in a slightly different plane than the Earth and the sun do. However, at times the planes coincide. Earth passes in between the moon and the sun and cuts off the sunlight, causing an eclipse. So other than the color makes the eclipse kind of very dramatic, but there's not much to it. So we hear more than once a year that, oh, there will be a solar eclipse or there will be a lunar eclipse. So let's see how many there will be in 2022 we can watch. So it says in 2022, there will be 2 eclipses of the moon, 2 eclipses of the sun. Oh, okay. This site, www.almanac.com, has actually all 4 listed here. April 30th, 2022, partial eclipse of the sun. That's already passed. May 15th, 2022, total eclipse of the moon. So that was last Sunday. And October 25th, partial eclipse of the sun. But that's not visible from North America. And November 8th, total eclipse of the moon. This eclipse is visible from North America, although the moon will be setting during the eclipse for observers in the eastern regions. Oh, okay. So I'm in Arizona, I guess I'll miss it. Okay, then what about 2023 then? I'll get it from the site www.timeanddate.com. Oh, again, 2 solar eclipses and 2 lunar eclipses. April 20th, 2023, May 5th or 6th, lunar. And the next one, solar eclipse, October 14th, October 28th and 29th, lunar eclipse. I noticed that it says April 20th, solar eclipse total. May 5th and 6th, lunar eclipse, penumbral. October 14th, solar eclipse, annular. October 20th to 29th, lunar eclipse partial. Oh, so there's different types of eclipse. So total means, I guess, a full moon or full sun, and then it just eclipse happens to cover the whole thing. Partial might be just like make it a half moon or half sun. So what's annular and what's penumbral? Do I even pronounce it right? What is a penumbral eclipse? To be honest, Penumbral lunar eclipses are not that exciting if you're just looking at the moon. The full moon really doesn't change its appearance during a penumbral eclipse as it does during a total eclipse of the moon. This is a very subtle kind of eclipse which may appear like a darker than usual moon. Sometimes there's a very slight gray shading on one part of the moon, but almost nobody notices it. So then what's annular? Solarsystem.nasa.gov has an explanation. What is an annular eclipse? An annular solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and Earth, but while the moon is at its farthest point from Earth. Because the moon is farther away from Earth, it appears smaller and does not block the entire face of the sun. As a result, the moon appears like a dark disk on top of a larger bright disk. This creates what looks like a ring around the moon. Oh, I like that. Leading some to call it a ring of fire eclipse. Okay, so now we know that there are about 4 eclipses a year. 2 of the moon, 2 of the sun, and depending on where you are, you may see all of them or one of them. And we learned that there are 4 kinds of eclipses total: annular, penumbral, and partial. And the blood moon that triggered me go online surfing didn't really have a dramatic story behind it, but rather it was simply just the moon looks redder due to some dispersed lighting. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye!
If you liked this video, please check out other videos in my channel. And if you like my channel, please subscribe.